This is a clip that started streaming legacy of Mammon. Allow me to introduce you to him as an uninvited guest of today's video. Kamil, nickname Mammon, is almost 40 years old Polish, hard-working content creator. He is mostly known thanks to people spreading his specific behaviors.
Nice flash, idiot. Heavy jest kurwa najgorsze. Najgorsze jest to, że nienawiść zżera mi od środka. Dude, I'm with you! I'm reporting you, bro. Just letting you know, you will get fucking banned. Stupid asshole. Ja pijąc tą kolę bez cukru, to tak jakbym sobie walił konia, czekam, żeby mieć orgazm, tak tutaj piję i czekam na ten cukier, którego nie ma, rozumiesz? Bo piję, jest ten gaz, jestem taki fajny, o!
No.
Ale nagle czekam, aż ten cukier wejdzie i go nie ma.
Some League of Legends viewers that watch Kesha might even remember him.
Look, you ready? You ready? Oh, yeah. Holy moly!
That was a fun prediction!
What's your brain? Not be connected to your nerves!
Your brain is not connected to your fucking head, bro!
Mammon, we look again! Oh! Goal! Lewandowski, goal!
And also, there is even a Reddit post about some face-it partner being extremely toxic. And yep, that's about him. As you've already seen, Kamil isn't the most positive person alive. Also, he is easily getting rage baited. With that information, we can say with no hesitation, trolling him a little feels kinda justified. So, my goal is to make a Python bot that will be present in his stream chat, and whenever Mammon will ban anyone, it will document this event and post it on Discord. But, before I begin talking about this project, I would like to say a little bit more about our streamer. Mammon throughout his career obtained many additional nicknames made by community. The most popular one are Police Officer,
Te ziomki, one będą debilami, więc ty musisz ich bronić. Jesteś takim, nie wiem, policjantem, że musisz ich bronić.
Spierdalaj, ty jesteś kurwa policjantem.
No ale...
This is not a clip that gave him another name. It only shows us how he used to react after hearing trigger word police officer. And to be honest, that's so fucking hilarious. Anyway, his another one is Mythomaniac. It came from contradictions in his statements. Here's example.
Szkoda, że ja nie mam nigdy takiej zai. Nie wiem, czemu oni takie ludziki biorą? Caitlyn jest zajebista. Nie wiem, Jinx jest przejebista, dobra. Kurde, no Jinx jest jednym z najmocniejszych teraz dzików. Caitlyn tak samo, ale ludzie biorą zaje.
I'd like to add another one to this collection. This nickname will be Father. Mammon has no child, so why exactly Father? Well, when someone is trying to rage bait him with insults, he often answers,
Nie jestem twoim ojcem.
which means I'm not your father. And as a promising and the most gifted content creator ever, I'm going to use it for the sake of video title. As I've said earlier, today's goal is to make a bot that whenever someone gets banned on Father's channel, it save last messages of that person and then post it on Discord. I really wanted to do that on Reddit. Unfortunately, not only did they ban me for no reason, also, when I've tried to actually implement it using someone else's account, a different issue popped out, which I will discuss later. My disappointment with Reddit being out of option is huge, since there used to be a similar project on Discord. Doing it on the same platform make my project basically copy of someone else's idea. Theoretically speaking, I could try making it for Twitter, but its API for posting isn't free and I am not encouraged enough to spend my real money on some dumb project. Other option would be Blue Sky or Threads, but let's be honest, no one is using this. First issue I've encountered is Father's streaming schedule. Not only is irregular, but also sometimes he decides to stream at 3 AM. As I actually employed person, it was difficult to me to adjust my free time to test it on his streams. Obviously, I didn't want to make this project depend on Mammon's streams, and doing so would be very impractical. So, entire development was done on my channels with some another accounts fully made for testing purposes. Tests included sending messages, deleting them, banning and timeouting users. After these events, I was checking my bot reactions to them and if every functionality was working as intended. I wanted to start development with Twitch, but I couldn't, since their SMS sender required for enabling 2FA refused to work. It took me 3 full days to actually set this. It was necessary for getting access token. In the meantime, I was preparing ban reader for Kick, and connecting it was fucking struggle! You see, Kick and Twitch are rivals which sites are looking similar. The key difference, without including streamers, is in their technological stacks. Twitch, as an older platform, uses the Internet Relay Chat protocol. Oversimplified, it works like this. You connect and you start receiving messages. Simple as that. Obviously, it means that making groundbreaking chat updates might require editing or playing around IRC, which sometimes can be tough. On the other hand, Kick is relying mostly on HTTPS and WebSockets, which are more flexible than protocol used by Twitch. And Kick WebSockets became my nightmare. I was constantly getting status 403 forbidden. It means that my bot wasn't even authorized to get access to stream chats. After at least 4 hours of trying, I've decided to use someone else's brain for this part. I found repository kickpython made by Mr. Berkay Digital. If we check his contribution history, we can see that he's some kind of coding beast who pushes changes every single day. When I saw this, I knew I was dealing with a goat. So I took main part of his project called api.py, connected it directly to my previous attempts of getting to KickChat, and finally I could see on Visual Studio Code messages sent by people. For this part, the only thing left was finding out how to read events. Well, it was shown in his example apps. But of course, I didn't even bother to see what's inside README and spent another hour to find it out on my own. Finally, after reaching chat events, I could write my logic depending on whether action was taken. If event was message sent, it was saved in JSON file with its sender name. Only 3 messages are saved for each user. When all slots are taken, then the oldest one gets replaced. When event is ban or timeout, bots summarize these messages and prepare them to be posted on Discord. This part was way easier. I knew it since I've done Twitch chat related project once. To this day, I have access to the repository with the code responsible for connecting to the chat, so I used it. Since this approach required only minimal rework, I would like to ask for your support. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and help me grow on YouTube. Thank you! After adjusting everything to my needs, I ran my first tests. As expected, only bans weren't visible. It required adding just 1 line of code so Twitch would send me more data. Once I finished coding this part, I'd completed 2/3 of the project. All that remained was posting it somewhere. My work on Reddit started with creating account and defining subreddit, and well, I've made terrible mistake. There is something silly called terms of service, and Reddit, as every other platform, is forbidding ban avoidance. I've never got banned on Reddit until the day when I was designing subreddit for this video. I've called it mammon bans, and what I think has happened is that Automod detected this as ban avoidance? Or maybe my account got suspicious since I was using VPN and it got flagged automatically as potential threat to their platform, I don't know. I realized something was wrong when I couldn't change my profile picture and I was constantly getting errors. I didn't receive any notification about getting suspended. There wasn't any message or mail, but when I was looking at side of my profile, it was written that I've actually got banned. After a week, I was still banned. So, I started thinking, how could I outsmart Matrix? I came up with the idea of using someone else's generosity and simply borrowing their DevTools. Immediately after, I hopped on voice chat. After discussing it, we checked Reddit dev site and found out that we don't need any API key, and valid account is enough to use Devit. You may ask, if you don't use any token, then how do you integrate ban history with bot? Well, I don't. Devit architecture includes keeping bot on Reddit servers. It means that integration with apps that are made to run locally is impossible. I didn't believe that there is no way to actually retrieve data from external providers, so I started reading documentation. There is one option, HTTP fetch. Basically, the idea was that I would request ban data from a site of my choosing. I would need to host it. However, the fetch policy defines that personal domains are blocked. I could use cloud providers, but only after gaining permissions. These rules were last nail in the coffin for my huge plans with Reddit bot, because to get API keys, you have to gain permission from moderators. To use David as I intended, it would also need that. I could wait, but in the end delivering content is more important than project itself. So, extremely dissatisfied, I had to move on to different platform. Discord. Beautiful place loved by everyone. Used for many unusual activities, this time it will be savior of my project. I started work on it with defining bot on Developer Center and then taking some kind of hello world type of code. After adding bot to test server and running project, it was shown as online. So, only things left were sending messages about events and making this bot more appealing. Changing style was simple. I just defined its name and profile picture. Messages required a little bit more because every single component was made separately from each other. I needed to join them together. First step was defining every part of project as asynchronous. It means that every component could run without forcing rest of the code to wait for them. Then I've combined it all using Asyncio library. Communication flow looks like this.
What the Sigma?
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh my God!
Literally right after finishing first tests, Father started his stream on Twitch. It meant that I could try this bot on real scenario. Besides incorrectly formatted timeout messages, it wasn't crashing and throwing any exceptions, so it was working. In the end, I believe this project is a failure. I didn't make it as a Reddit bot because my research was way too weak. Also, I don't want to release this bot publicly right now. Unless I will make it not dependent on my running PC, it will remain as a test subject. I could get some virtual private machine, but I've got better idea. I could get Raspberry Pi and host this bot on it. It would also open me for more content for all of you in the future. So maybe sometime I will get it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and see ya!